Yeah, good morning everybody. Central Illinois Emergency Garden. This is Joe. You can see we had storm damage. We had a really bad storm 2 days ago. Power was out. There was 145,000 people without power. Front was coming at us. It was 2 hours away. And right in front of it, it started forming up one of them drecos. It came through Central Illinois pretty good. You can see the garden, it's tore up. Most of the sunflowers didn't make it, but what did. I just picked some garlic right there. You can see how big some of that is. That's just regular garlic. That ain't that elephant garlic. You can see the garden, it's took a brunt. I've kind of been in there pulling some of the sunflowers out. Corn's trying to stand up like everything else. It needs sun, but I don't know what it'll be this week. I'm going to till this edge up again right here, all the way down. Plant something in there for fall. But you can see how the Hopi corn, some of it stood, some of it didn't. I never got a chance to even hill it. But I'll get in there when it dries up, pull all the old sunflowers out, and what'll stand up will stand up. I'm thankful for the rain, and we've had quite a bit. It's saturated the ground. You can see what it done to the trees. That's just a little sample. Down there at the home place, we've got 5 big trees down. We got to get started cutting this stuff up. Plenty of firewood this fall, that's for sure. Most of the power's back on. My aging mama, she has a lot of problems. We had to take her down to the hospital yesterday. Well, I don't know. Garden's kind of frustrating me now. But I guess that's the way gardens are, you know. I got a bunch of stuff I need to pick in there. All kinds of stuff. I really don't know. Sorry about the camera image. I'm not the best at making any kind of video. These are turnips right here. I'm going to till that in as I do that other spot. The tomatoes really needed that, man. I have got the tomatoes on. They'll probably start the disease stuff now because I didn't stake them. You can see the cabbage and broccoli and Brussels sprouts in there. They're all just taking off now. If we'd had this rain before, we wouldn't be able to walk in the garden. There's some of that red corn. It didn't stand up so well, but we'll see. I hadn't had a chance to really do anything. The ground was so hard you couldn't hardly do much with it. And then the top of it was just dust. There's some of my potatoes. I need to get in there and dig them, but I'm not going to dig them today. It's too muddy. I won't dig them in the mud. But we'll get this brush cleaned up this week. Get Mama out the hospital, God willing. I got a little grandbaby. She's been in the hospital for 2 months. She was born premature, 1 pound, 23 weeks. Well, she's 2 pounds, 10 ounces now, and yesterday she had a test where she breathed on her own. Sometimes that don't seem like God's miracles, and I'm scared of modern medicine, but they're keeping my grandbaby going, and she's a fighter. God bless her. But yeah, this is the garden. I don't want to ramble on too much. We got a lot to do this week. I guess everybody does. Got a little taste of no electric. Some people did. I'm investing in companies that make generators, solar power, and any kind of sustainable power. If you want to invest, that's what to invest in. You can see the sky. It's kind of threatening again. That's how it's going to set up, just like it did over Texas and Oklahoma and that area for a month. But we're thankful. That's the only rain we had. Just came in a storm. And the garden's doing good for what it is. I need to pick a lot of stuff. I just don't have no one to help me put it up. So I'm not going to ramble on much more. I'm kind of frustrated and nervous this morning. I hope y'all have the greatest day ever.